Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wondered how to talk about things that are happening right now, or what happened yesterday, or even what's going to happen tomorrow? Well, today we are going to make all of that super simple and fun. I promise by the end of this you're going to be a pro. So let's get started. First things first, let's play a little game. It's really easy. I just want you to pause for a second. Go on, stop. And just look around the room you're in. What do you see happening? Is someone talking? Is the fan spinning? What sounds can you hear? Just take a moment and notice everything that's going on right now. Okay, did you see a few things? Great. Now let's try to put what you saw into this table. For example, maybe you saw your mother in the kitchen. You could write, "My mother is making chai in the kitchen with my aunt." Or maybe my dog is sleeping on the floor. Just think of one or two things you saw in your room and try to fill in the columns. So those sentences you just made, did you notice something really cool about them? You were talking about things that are happening right this very second. And to do that, we use a special grammar tool. It's called the present continuous tense. I know it sounds super fancy, but it's really just a special way of talking about what's happening, well, now.
So here's the most important thing to remember. If something is happening as we speak, we use this tense. Like right now, I could say, "The teacher is explaining the lesson," or "You are watching this right now." See? It's all about an action that's going on, it's in progress.
And you know what? Building these sentences is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Seriously, it's like playing with building blocks. First, you just pick who or what is doing the action. Step 2, you add a little helper word like am, is, or are. And for the final step, you add ing to the action word. That ing is like a magic signal that tells everyone the action is continuing to happen right now. So simple, right?
Okay, so we've totally mastered talking about now. But what about things that were happening yesterday, or things that are going to be happening tomorrow? Well, guess what? Our verbs can act like little time machines. So let's all become time travelers and see how we can talk about the past and the future. And you won't believe how easy it is to travel in time with our words. To talk about the past, you just swap out our helper words is or are with was or were. So, yesterday I was watching cricket. See? Simple. And to jump into the future, we just use the magic words will be. Tomorrow I will be playing with my friends. And just like that, you're a time traveler. All right, are you ready for a little challenge to make sure all this sticks? We're going to do something really fun now. We're going to build a sentence rainbow. We'll take one action and see how it looks in all these different tenses. It's going to be awesome.
First up is the color red. Our action word or verb is notice. Now for the future, we say, "The teacher will be noticing the errors in the exam." That will be is our clue that it's going to happen later.
Next up, orange. So what if we want to say no for the future? Easy. We just slip the word not in there. The teacher will not be noticing the errors. This is what we call a negative sentence. And with yellow, we're hopping back in our time machine to the past. To talk about something that was happening before, we use our past helper word was. The teacher was noticing the errors. Time for green. And this is a pretty cool trick. How do we ask a question about the past? We just flip the first two words. So instead of the teacher was, we ask, was the teacher noticing?
Now for the color blue, and we are zooming right back to the present moment. For an action happening right now, we say, "The teacher is noticing the errors in the exam." This is our good old present continuous tense.
And for our last color, purple, let's say no in the present moment. Just like we did for the future, we just add not. The teacher is not noticing the errors. And look at that, we've built a whole sentence rainbow. Amazing job.
You guys are doing so well. So now it's time to put on your detective hats. Yep, we're going to become grammar detectives. We're going to look at a few sentences that have a little mistake in them. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find the clue and solve the mystery. Okay, detective, here's your first case. Look at this sentence very closely. Yesterday, my sister and her friends are studying for their exams. Do you see a word that tells you what time period this is? Something in there just doesn't feel right, does it?
Did you spot it? Of course you did. The huge clue is the word yesterday. Since this happened in the past, we can't use are. That's for now. We need the past tense helper. And since there are multiple friends, we use were. So the correct sentence is, my sister and her friends were studying.
All right, ready for the next mystery? Let's say part of the story is, I was booking a ticket for tomorrow's movie show. And then it says, we are enjoying the movie. Now hold on, the big clue is tomorrow. If the movie is tomorrow, what's wrong with saying we are enjoying it?
Case closed. Fantastic work, detective. Since the clue word tomorrow points to the future, the action is definitely going to happen in the future. So we need our future tense words. The fix is, we will be enjoying the movie. You've solved it.
And there you have it. You have just unlocked 3 amazing grammar superpowers. You now know exactly how to talk about things happening right now, things that were happening in the past, and things that will be happening in the future. That's absolutely brilliant.
Okay, so for your final mission, I have one question for you. What will you be doing right after this is over? Will you be playing cricket? Or maybe you'll be eating your dinner. Use your new future tense superpower and go tell a friend or family member what your plan is. Thanks for joining me today.